What's up, ladies and germs? Alright, so this video is inspired by a young cat that I was sitting next to, chatting it up with. And also to help all the dudes who have been there, who fell for the wrong one. You'll see what I mean. RichesMethod back at it again. Don't forget to like, share it, comment. So, let's go. Now listen, man. Some of these girls really know how to finesse you. So, if you cats are coming in just for a little vacation, short term, and you do not mind getting finessed out of some dough, yo, you good to go, all right? This video is going to be for the dudes who like, I think I'm about to graduate to the next level, or I'm going to talk to a girl, show out anywhere in the country, right? Now, what can happen to you is not just in the suit. Not just in Sasua. This is why I'm going to mention this, right? So this video is for the dudes who like, I know behind the scenes, I'm rocking out on maybe Tinder, Badoo, Tag, and I'm, maybe going to the local spots, trying to meet something and maximize my impact, see if maybe I'll run into something regular and normal, right? However, let's just face it, you got subcultures of girls that don't necessarily come out to Sasua, Boca Chica, and the hot spots, even Punta Cana. They're the part-timers, right? They do their thing on the side. Then you got the chapeadoras. They're just looking to use you in general, and they'll run game, they'll come off very normal. So I'm actually going to go through with you guys today some story times, right? How I met the wrong ones, and then also how I avoided some of the wrong ones, right? So you guys can pick up a few tips, man. So this young cat out in Sasua, he's talking about Medellin, and you could just see the hurt look on his face. You went to the wrong spots, and worst of all, heart a little tender, you fell for the wrong one. Now listen, this can happen to the best of us. I've met dudes who've been living down here for years, and they all got a story where they knew what it was really about, right? They knew what the game was like. They even dropped in the cash. And still, before they knew it, their heart is caught in the situation, right? And then they got to do something to break it, or they walked away with a broken heart. Now, some of you guys, you've visited enough times, it's happened to you. You can put your comments down below. Don't be ashamed, man. So let me get into the story, and then I'm also going to tell you a story of how I avoided one. All right, first things first, to dispel the myth that there's no normal ones, I'm going to tell you guys about the very first one I met. I really got lucky, met a teacher. Now, this is during the pandemic, right? So it was crazy. Port Plata City, right? Ran into this teacher, talking to her online. So at this time, I'm on Tinder, I'm on Tag, I'm on Badoo. She's on Badoo. She's out of school teaching part-time online because it's in the middle of the pandemic, right? So she comes over. First time, we just talk, chill, we ain't do nothing. Second time, we do her thing. Now, she made the ultimate mistake. They say the truth will set you free. So she ended up telling me that an ex-boyfriend of hers was saying that unfortunately she ain't that good. So she asked me my opinion, and I was like, well, you ain't horrible, but you're not great either. Let's just say she spent the rest of the time not really putting her attention and time towards me anymore. Cute girl, though. It's all good. Shorty never asked for nothing. She even knew somebody who worked at the building where I was living, who was her neighbor. Spent her whole money going to and from home on a moto, the whole 9 yards. Regular family. Sister was cool also. Good, normal family. She don't even go on to the beach in Port Plata City because the family is like, nah, that's not where good women go. She even refused to take my money to help pay back her transportation. Now let's talk about the second good one that I met. 33-year-old doctor out to Santiago, never been married, no kids. Unfortunately for her, by the time I start going into the questions about how she would be living, because she's looking for a serious relationship that could hopefully lead to a husband one day, she is like what Kevin Samuels talked about, right? All about her career, and they wouldn't want to give up anything if she had a husband. So, yeah, she probably still out there waiting for one of you dudes. Good luck with that, right? She gonna be the man in the family and the career person instead of me and instead of you. So I was like, nah, that ain't for me. Now, between her private practice and her working for the government over here as a doctor, she also wouldn't want her man to have another woman, although she wouldn't have enough time for him, and even kids. Interesting story. What we're really here for is the stories of how I ran into the wrong one and how I learned what to look out for avoid them, right? So the first wrong one was actually a small town country girl, right? Listen, Puerto Plata is considered country. And this girl was even outside of Puerto Plata. So we talking about in the middle of nowhere pretty much, right? All to the eastern side of Cabarete. So this girl, we chilled first online, talked to each other, then met in person probably like 2 weeks later. Now I gotta say, shorty would come by my spot, never ask for no money, use her own money for transportation, but I would give her the money back. Now, after about like a month, I started to notice, a couple of changes. Like her schedule was off for when she usually used to come and visit. And then she would make little excuses. The other thing where I was like, yo, this is too good to be true is, man, when it comes to that, for her age, she was way too good in experience, right? She's very submissive, does any and everything. But something is too good to be true. So I would ask for her social media. She ain't really got none. She only lives with her sister. No real lot of family. And I'm like, all right. I would notice that she takes a lot of pictures when she's in my crib. So I'm like, she's got to have something online somewhere. So I just told her, listen, send me at least one of your social media. She sent me a TikTok, nothing but dancing. And then she said she ain't got IG. She ain't really got Facebook like that. Warning flag. Because most of these girls got Facebook, definitely TikTok, right? So I said, listen, send me what you got on your phone. Of course, the photos start normal, but then, of course, we had already done everything. I've seen everything. So I started asking for a little bit more, She started sending those. And I started noticing photos are changing as I keep encouraging her and telling her that she really looked good. So now the photos are coming in different people's apartments, in the background, pools, some of which I started to recognize because they were out in Sosua. So I knew what was up with that. She was supposedly a student, of course, right? Ain't really got no real job. But I just slide that off to one of my homeboys who I had met in Sosua, an Australian dude. I was like, yeah, I got something for you. I don't know whether he contacted it or not. Sent him a couple of the photos, and I had to let that go. There's where I picked up the tip of how important it is to check that social media, right? If you know the girl living in a house with a tin roof, but then you've seen a whole bunch of photos in normal Airbnb type looking spots, foreigner kind of spots, and a bunch of pools and stuff there from hotels. If you see the background is Sosua Beach, you kind of know the lifestyle she's into. Listen, at the end of the day, whether she's a student or even if she got a job, if she's at these places that she can't afford and she don't need to be there, she's in the game. Even if it's part-time here or there, or she's meeting dudes that she like when they come in, and that's the lifestyle that she's living. Because you know these dudes' attitude. You know your own attitude, some of you. You're dropping the funds, right? So that's where she's living. And she was way too skilled, man. Let me tell you, good skills. Sometimes I still think about her. Gotta admit, man, I started to catch a little bit of feelings thinking this could be a potential little shorty that I could roll around with as my girl. So thank God I spot some of the signs before it went too far and my heart got into it, right? But I was like, yo, me and Shorty cool, never had any issues. Maybe I could rock with Shorty. Nope. No, I know what some of you are thinking, right? You just become Bishop Don Juan. Magic Bishop Don Juan, pimp, hooray, right? Become the Papi Chulo. All right, good luck with you. So, yeah, you're going to find yourself in some situations. Which leads me to my next story, man. You got to watch out for your own foreigners, too. Met a neighbor who had been here like 25 years. Told this dude, listen, man, I'm looking for a normal one. He's like, I got you. I know one that I even see grow up. So when we're all about to chill, he's like, I could call one over for you. Girl comes over. I wasn't there. I'm going back to his spot, seeing the shorty, right? And I'm like, yo, what you doing here? She's like, I was supposed to meet somebody. I ain't got money to go home. I'm like, yo, I was the one you were supposed to meet. Cool. We all went. We hang out. We go to the beach. All kind of stuff. Nighttime rolls around. Me and Shorty chill. Next morning, Shorty's like, oh, you got to break bread. I'm like, interesting. So she goes home. I ask her what she does. She's like, oh, I own a little like stand that I bake cakes and stuff like that for the neighborhood, right? She got a kid and everything. But 2 days later, she hitting me up back to back to back. She looking for a boyfriend. I could be her boyfriend. I'm like, nah, good. I'm not looking for an employee. Boom, block button. Now, why I say you got to watch out for your foreigners, I really think dude was getting kickbacks because as I watch him without the foreigners, he kept trying to link people up when they're coming on vacations and stuff. Let me get to the most difficult one to figure out ever. Because this girl, she took the cake, but I had patience. I went through so much that I was like, all right, I'm going to play possum and spend time figuring it out and seeing what's going on with this one. Because this one come across like the most normal girl ever. So, met Shorty online, started talking. Now, I did not meet this girl at all. Here's what I did instead. I kept on just hitting her up here and there. I also kept waiting to feel out whether or not she was responsive. And also if every once in a while she would respond to me first or even check me, ask questions, see what's going on with me, right? Every time I would be like, nah, she ain't real because she just kind of disappeared and I ain't hearing nothing from her unless I reach out, boom. She'd be like, hey, what's going on? Or hi, what's up? And I'm like, oh, okay. So I just kept watching though. So with time, asked her questions, got her social media. She was like, she lost her job during the pandemic. I'm like, all right, cool. What you used to do before that job? Well, I used to work in a little place selling clothes, one of them little, clothing stores in downtown. But then the business went out of business, that kind of thing. I'm like, oh, cool. Who you live with? I live with my sister. Where your family? Oh, they're like in Santiago or something like that. Now, I'm watching the way Shorty dressed. Very tall, nice brown skin. Actually, she was on the lighter side, natural hair, very decently dressed. Nothing crazy, right? But I just knew something's a little off. She never asked about my family, never asked about my kid, didn't ask certain important questions, right? But she kept conversating. So I'm just waiting for it, but it never really came at first. You know what it means. She's also probably waiting for me to invite her out. Instead, I just kept grabbing her social media. I would also keep looking at things like her WhatsApp posts. So now I got her IG and I got her WhatsApp. I spent about a month just every once in a while checking them. She used to work out in her little neighborhood. She always posting photos, but I'm noticing, all right, she got a lot of different clothes. With time, I get to know if it was old photos and new photos, right? We would continue to talk. I would see her WhatsApp status. But then I started to notice, as things started to open up from the pandemic, every once in a while, she'll post a picture in a car. She's like in an Uber or some taxi headed somewhere. And then another time, similar kind of thing. Another time, similar kind of thing. Now, just be aware, these girls have a way that, like, when they're going out to meet somebody, they'll always try to front on their other friends. So they'll take some selfies of themselves inside the cars. They'll even might tell you the story how they had a moto accident. So they could no longer take motos. They only take cars. And guess who will be paying for that car or that taxi ride? You. You got to go send the Uber to get them. You got to send the taxi to go get them. They can't jump on a moto no more. You know what I'm saying? This is the ones who try to be high class. I'm just trying to get to know her first, right? All right. Her clothes, though, is changing, although, nothing crazy. Her IG, lots of always posting on statuses, but nothing crazy. Never any family members, just nice parts of her neighborhood. Wasn't no hotels, no beach pools, no sewer, nothing like that. So I'm like, all right, this is the most difficult one to figure out. But sure enough, with time, what happened? Little sob stories start coming up. Oh, I live with my sister, remember? Yeah, I remember. What's up with your sister? Oh, well, my sister got a kid, but I got no kids. And, the other day, her boyfriend been coming by the house a lot. And then I realized he didn't leave for like a week. And now he's going to be moving in. That makes it real uncomfortable for me. Her son got to come sleep in my room or my bed. And he's getting bigger now. He's like 12, 13. He sleeps really bad. I can't really sleep. It makes it difficult for me. All the sob stories coming. I'm already knowing what's going on, right? She's waiting for me to be Captain Saver. Woo! right? And I'm like, sorry to hear that. I guess everything will work out. Because, of course, she's dropping a hint she want to go get her own place. Now, I already know you ain't got a job, shorty. So you talking about getting your own place to me? And you ain't talking about jobs first? I already know. All right, fellas. So that was the most difficult one. But I stuck to it. I kept waiting to see if the mentality is going to be any different. I kept checking the social medias. I did notice the photos in the cars. And every time I would also notice some new outfits coming up, just like a couple days after the car rides, right? So download the Traveler's Cheat Sheet and The Best Life, How to Live and Slow Travel Abroad. And I'll check you guys on the next one.